Presuming that twice the air equals twice the heat, we're going to give this baby another run, see what she'll do. I'm not going to mess around with lower melting metals this time. I'm going directly to copper. I think I'll take a hint from my zinc smelting and just really load it up and just let it rip. And I'll look at it after I've let it rip for a while. Since I'm at it, there's what's left over of that sand mixture that I melted during my zinc. This crucible is not rated for as much temperature as that graphite one was, but then again, it's also not going to burn. So we'll put it in there as part of the letting it rip process and just see what comes out. Okay, 3 subjects for today. You've seen this before. I've seen this before. Lastly, this is one of my iron balls that did not make it into the famous exploding balls episode. I'm going to give it a shot. It's not airtight. It's had 3 more weeks to dry than the famous exploding balls. I figure, what the heck, I'll put it in there and see what happens. As I said, today we're doing something a little different. We're just going to load it up, let it rip, no preliminaries. We'll just go to town and see what occurs. What the heck, why not a little extra? Well, we'll just let her go for a while, see what happens. About 20 minutes into it here, and this is hot. This thing is really hot. I'm going to show you how hot it is. That was about 5 feet above the can. I can't really put the camera any closer because it's really hot. I don't want to melt my camera. It's certainly the hottest this thing's ever gotten, and maybe the hottest I've ever gotten anything. As a juxtaposition to the fire, by the way, that right there is a baby cucumber. There's a lot of them in here. Look at that little cute guy. I've planted too many cucumbers and I put my tomatoes too close together. I'd call it a rookie mistake, but I'm not a rookie, so it's just a mistake. No tomatoes yet. I've got blooms, but no tomatoes. Hey, I got something to show you guys. Boy, that's hot. Oh, let's just pour it. I can't get the dross off. Too damned hot. And it's probably solidifying already. Well, looky there, I did it. I melted copper. I'm feeling good about myself. at this point. I have many ways in which I need to refine my technique, but I did in fact melt copper, so again, feeling good. But hoo boy, I need to work on my technique because that was hot. And before you comment on my dress, I have two thoughts for you. The first one being, it's like 90 frickin' degrees out here. And the second one being, you look at the title of the channel and then call me back. We're gonna let those other two things cook for a while. There's still a lot of charcoal in there. We'll see what they do. Well, I recorded a real showstopper of a wrap-up scene. There was pathos and drama, but I didn't hit the record button. So what have we got left out of this episode? Well, remember this thing was pretty close to new. It crispied right up. Clearly got things pretty hot. I have 3 biscuits of copper. 2 of them are still in the muffin tin. I remember seeing that the stuff will braise itself to the muffin tin. I couldn't get it out. This is one that I subjected to the grinder, and you can see there's no room between the copper and the steel. They're one piece. I'll have to work on that. Also, there's dross in that copper because, as you recall, I couldn't scrape the dross. It was just too damned hot. I've really got to up my game on heat protection. You guys already knew that. But that thing got hot, and I had to reach a long way down in it. So, yeah, it was hot. I definitely have to work on that. Here's my iron ball. You can hear that. That's a highly fired porcelain. It's interesting, though. I don't think I melted the inside of it. Might have had something to do with the location in the fire. Maybe it wasn't that hot. This is what came out of it. If you look at it, it's the highly magnetic stuff. It looks an awful lot like what I picked up on the beach. Really need to look at this stuff under a microscope and see what it is. Particularly now that it's been through the fire. See if it's changed from the stuff that I put in. So we'll do that later. This crucible actually survived completely intact. I mean, well, okay, crispified, but otherwise completely intact. I broke it to see what was in it. This is the remnants of my sand. It's quite foamy. Again, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't call it glass. The top of it got really hot. I'm not sure if I can say the bottom got as hot as the top did. I think I'm going to try using calcium carbonate instead of calcium hydroxide and see if I get a different result, because I would say at the moment I have not managed to make glass. However, I would say that my copper was a major success as soon as I clean up my technique, because once I know how to melt copper, I can start melting other stuff. So we'll work on that next. See if maybe I can make bronze primarily. I guess I can get these things out of the cup by just melting them out. Maybe I'll do that. So anyway, let's wrap up this week. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come on back. It's really hot out in the bathroom because it's really hot outside and there's no air conditioning in the bathroom. But I will get back to it soon. So thanks for tuning in.